Hello everyone, this is Martin right up here, and welcome to my weekly Forex updates. I've been doing this for about 2 years, still enjoying it, and enjoying meeting all the new subscribers from around the world. So I'm getting a lot of new subscribers, getting a lot of comments and feedback. Everyone loves what I'm doing, so I'm going to continue to be doing this for some time. And I'm going to be showing you how to trade Forex with my new Easy Read charts. We're also going to be looking for trading opportunities for this coming week, April the 30th to May the 4th. Okay, now jump in at the charts in just a moment. And before we do that, this is important. I've got to point this out to you. This is my risk disclaimer. This video and all the information I provide within this video is produced for educational purposes. Okay, I'm not telling you exactly what to do. I am giving you specific price levels that you can consider if you want to be looking for trades, but always remember, I'm trying to educate you first. And if you're trading with live money or with real money, trade with no more than 1 to 2% of your overall account balance, and always remember you're trading at your own risk. Okay, as always, we start with the Euro USD. All the charts are the daily chart, which means that each and every price bar that you see here is 1 day's worth of price movement. Now, you can also see the charts are color coded. Okay, we have green here. We have blue colors, and we also, you see some pink right over here. When we have green above blue, we are in a trending market, okay, and we're generally looking for buy trades, okay. So in this case, green above blue means we're in an uptrend. We wait for pullbacks, and then we look for a trend continuation patterns to take a trade. Here again is another huge pullback area, again waiting for price to go back higher again. This would be the signal candle right there. Could have gotten in right there. Again, another successful trade right there. And over the last month or so, well, since let's say right here, take a look at my cursor, beginning of February, price has really gone up, down, up. It's been coiling, getting smaller. Okay, and finally we had a breakout. Okay, and the breakout happened last week. How do I know that? Well, take a look. See this red vertical line? Okay, so anything to the left of this line happened in the previous Friday, from the previous Friday before that, and we have the 5 candles for the trading week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this was this past trading week as of the previous Friday. Okay, so this very first candle is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you can see in this past trading week we had a pretty good down week, right? So we have all pink candles. The bright pink here indicate momentum, increasing momentum to the downside, and that's what these charts do. When we have this green area getting wider, 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 do you see the green here? And the slope of these bands getting steeper to the upside, we have increased momentum to the upside. Great time to look for buy trades. When you see the colors come together like this, you see we have a little bit of green, not a lot, more blue here, mostly blue here. When we have this, really you're not trading in this area because it's a sideways market, okay. And I call the blue areas the momentum squeeze. So we wait for breakouts either to the upside or to the downside. And in this case here, we had a break to the downside. And then we look below, we have our filters. This is the short-term momentum filter to the downside and the long-term trending filter. We also have some pink bars. So obviously we can see price did go down. Let me take all of that off again, clean up the charts for you. And for this coming week, now remember, I don't know what's going to happen to the right side of this last candle that appeared on Friday, okay? I don't know. I'm going to, I'm going to try to explain what I'm looking for, but if you think price is going to go higher, and I kind of think the same way, you could look at buys above 121.35, and you think price is going to go lower, and you could look at sell trades below 120.73. Okay, so I just want to do one more thing for you. See this last bar? They're all pink. That means there's momentum to the downside. However, this last bar that appeared on Friday is kind of special, okay? And I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to click something. See, this candle was a pin bar, but it bounced off the lower support. See, I have my my resistance and support drawn with blue trend lines, which indicates a bearish channel. We are in a bearish channel heading down lower, okay? But we had a pin bar that bounced off the lower trend line going higher, so the bulls or the buyers were in control on Friday. I believe in the short term, and remember, this is a short-term counter trend against the overall trend. Here we have pink below blue. The trend, we're trending lower, we're trending down. However, for a counter trend, you could consider, if you're an aggressive trader, you could consider a trade above this level, 121.35. Now, when you consider a trade, you also look for resistance and support. Like, in other words, if you were to take a trade above this level, how far could price basically move, and how much room is there? And in this case, you can see the resistance is this area right here. I've drawn the rectangle. So here is resistance. So price could go from here to here, possibly. Okay, your stop would be there. So you would have to look at it. Is that a one-to-one risk to reward? And if it is, then you can obviously take the trade. But remember, it's short term. If it starts going against you the other way, then immediately exit. You want to exit this with a small loss. Okay, so that's the theme for this week. Let me take that off. It's called counter trends. Okay, there are a lot of, I believe, counter trend opportunities. If you're an aggressive trader, if you are a conservative trader, you could just wait for price to come back lower and break below 120.73. Okay, so we're rapidly going to be moving on to the different charts. The next one is the British Pound USD. Again, same thing, similar to the Euro last week. From the right to this, from this red vertical line, that's last week. This was last week's price action. Price actually came down and is now testing this area. See, with this rectangle, okay? Take a look. Here's a previous swing low, okay? This was resistance here. So this whole area is support, okay? And from here, price could certainly go higher, could bounce higher. And if you think the same way, if you think price is going to bounce higher from here, then this is a counter trend move, okay? And you could look at, you would have to wait for perhaps taking a buy above 139.32. However, price may come to the downside, and you could look for sells below 137.37, okay? So that's what I see there. Let's just take that off. Let's go to the next chart. The Australian USD, again, daily chart. Each candle is a daily candle. Each of these bright pink candles represent increasing momentum to the downside, except this last candle. Take a look. That was the trading candle on Friday, and it was a bullish candle, okay? So it ended up higher than the open. And again, for a short-term counter trend, so again, if you're thinking of counter trend, you could look at buys above 0.7586. However, right here is the resistance. So price could go up to here or a little bit higher. So And again, remember, we have pink below blue, which means we really should be waiting for a sell trade. And if you are conservative and waiting for sell trade, you can look at sell trades below 0.7527. Okay, so all these colors on the chart and these colors in the candle, they mean something. I've got a brand new course called Forex Success in 5 weeks. And you can get a free ebook if you wait till the end of the video. I'll give you the email that you can send me asking for your free ebook for the course, Forex Success in 5 weeks, and includes this charting package right over here. Okay, so let's take that off. Let's get to the next one, gold. We talk about gold when I cover all the charts, because often gold has an impact on some of the currencies of the world, and gold has an impact on the Australian currency. Okay, so here you can see gold broke a trend line. Take a look. See this trend line here? And price broke right here and came back down lower. Okay, and price can certainly come down lower, but again, we have, take a look, okay, we have a major support area. So from here, price could go a little bit higher, which means kind of you're waiting for a counter trend move, and then price could come back down, or price could break higher. So again, this is the area that you have to decide what you want to do. And this was a bullish candle on Friday, so again, you might just want to wait and see. But there has been strong momentum to the downside. Okay, now we move on to New Zealand USD. Same thing. So all the major currencies I've talked about in the beginning here: the Australian dollar, British pound, the euro, they've all been coming down, which means when they're coming down, right? When the currency I've just talked about, the pairs have been coming down, that means US, the second name here, has been getting stronger. So if New Zealand is coming down, then it's US is getting stronger. Okay, so that's how that works. Here, I've got a tight range here, tight levels. If you think price is going to go higher, and this again would be a counter trend to the upside, again, think of where the next potential resistance is, which is right here. Okay, right here, that's resistance. So price could still move all the way up to here. And you could look at buys above 7103. If you think price is going to come down lower to this next support area, you could be looking at sells below 0.7035. Okay, now we move on to the US CAD. And notice that the USD currency, the US currency, is now the first name. Okay, it's the first name in the pair, right? Currencies are traded in pairs. And whereas, let's say we look at the Australian USD, right? The USD is the second name in the pair, right? Okay, so it's the Australian dollar against the USD, and moving to the USD trading against the CAD. That's the chart we're now looking at. So here you can see price is actually come up. Okay, we're kind of going sideways right here, so price can still go higher, and I believe price could test the this area of resistance. That's the rectangle here. So if you think price is going to go higher, look for buys above 128.68. If you think price is going to go lower, then look for sells below 127.77. Okay, so that is what I see with this pair for this coming week. And now we're going to move to oil. I talk about oil because if oil is doing well, if oil is increasing in price, then that's going to help the Canadian dollar. Okay, so here you can see we had a breakout. Okay, so this is resistance. Okay, resistance, right? Price broke out, came back down to test previous resistance, which now becomes support. Price has tried to make a high. It did make a higher high. Okay, so it's now in a trending pattern. We're looking for buy trades. We have green above blue, so we want to look for buy trades. Okay, and take a look right here. Price has not come down below this trend, this moving average right here. So we're waiting for either a breakout to the upside. Okay, let me take that off, which means we want to wait for price to break higher from here. Okay, or from here we're waiting for price to break lower below this moving average, and the next area of support could come down to would be down to this area. Okay, so again, here it's a wait and see. You can wait. If you're a conservative trader, just wait for price to come and break the previous swing high right over there. Okay, so now we move on to US Swiss Franc, and I have been talking about this pair for many weeks now, and I drew in this channel. You see the upper trend line here, the lower trend line. That has been on my charts for about 3-4 weeks now. You can see prices come up, down, right to the line, down here, up, down again. Okay, and last week in my analysis, my video analysis, I said price most likely would go higher. Now, all I saw last week was this candle. I saw this candle right there. Okay, and my analysis, I said most likely price would go higher. It did. Look at that. It went up that high, and you would have made a lot of pips if you were watching my video. So this was one of the better movers last week. But for this week, I see price can still go higher. However, we had a bearish pin bar candle on last Friday. Okay, so that last candle that you see here, right there, is last Friday's candle. It's a bearish pin bar. So I believe price from here could retrace lower to at least here, this area. Okay, so you could look at a counter trend trade below 0.9865. Or if you think price is going to go higher, then you could look at buys above 0.9924. Again, the theme for this week is counter trend. So it's short-term counter trend opportunities. They may only last 1 day or so. And if you see price reversing in the other way, then immediately exit if you have a profit and you see price reversing. So just make note of that, right? Okay. So that's what I see for the US Swiss franc. Let's take that off. And now let's move to the US Japanese yen. Same thing. You see price here. And by the way, here's a quick lesson on when to spot a brand new trend. Okay. Let me just quickly show you. See price. A trending pattern was when price makes lower highs. Okay. Lower highs and lower lows. Okay, you see that right there? That's a trending pattern. Eh? This is a beautiful trend to the downside. Then all of a sudden, from here, right, take a look at this last swing high. Price broke with this big, huge up candle. Price broke the previous swing high, created a new higher high to this high, and now it came down a new higher low to this low. Then price went up again, higher high, higher low, and now another higher high. Okay, higher low. So you see now we're in an uptrending pattern. The new trend actually started right about there. Okay, that's for the aggressive, super aggressive trader. And what we do in our program, our new course, Forex Success in 5 weeks, we kind of just wait and look for the green above blue. When you see green above blue, now you are looking for buy trades, and the best way to look for buy trades is waiting for price to come back down in a retracement or a pullback. We call that a pullback, and then waiting for continuation to the upside. So that's what you're doing here. You're waiting for price to come back down, pull back, and continuation. For the conservative trader, if you think price is going to go higher from here, then look for buys above 109.56. If you think price is going to go lower, price would have to be, you'd have to look at sells below 107.69. Okay, so that's what I see for the US Japanese yen. Moving right along, we're at the Euro British pound. Only a few more charts to go, okay, guys? Only a few more charts. Look at this on last Friday. This huge up bullish candle, okay? So that's telling you something. Take a look previously right here. This is telling you something. See these huge bullish candles? That is huge momentum. That's smart money coming in. Price had come down. Smart money comes in. These are the big guys, the banks, the hedge funds, and the big investment firms. They've pushed price up pretty quickly. This was a very volatile move up. The price come back down a bit, and then look at this huge candle on Friday. So this is telling you something, and I'm looking at buys above 0.8812. Here is our next area of resistance with this very powerful moving average right up here. So price from here could go up to here, okay? And if you think the same way, look for buys above 0.8812. If you think price is going to come down, reverse, and go lower, you'd have to look at sells below 0.8676, okay? Let me take that off. The Euro Japanese yen. Okay, take a look, guys. We broke into a new uptrend here. Okay, take a look. I've just drawn in a trend line. We had a breakout here again. Remember what I talked about in the last currency pair about establishing a new uptrend. Here's the start of the new uptrend. It's making new higher highs, making new higher lows. Okay, so we're in a new uptrend. It certainly could go higher, but right now we're near resistance. Okay, this is resistance area. And if you think price is going to go higher, look for buys above 133.25. If you think price is going to come lower, look for sells below 131.38. Okay, so let's take that off. Again, this is what I teach you in the using the easy read charts that you will have as part of the new course, Forex Success in 5 weeks. If you're interested, email me and I'll send you a free ebook, okay? And we're almost coming to the end. Hang on, guys. We got the Euro Audi and then one more pair after that. So you can see here, price has been in a fairly good, consistent trending market, okay? By trending market, again, I mean making higher highs, okay? Higher highs, right? Higher lows, okay? And all of a sudden, we get into a pullback and sideways market. Now we're making a lower high, okay? Here's a lower high. And from here, price could either go up or down, okay? And let me just take that off, because you see I've drawn a triangle. You see that with the upper trend line, the lower trend line. So from here, if you think price is going to go higher, look for buys above 161.45. See, so from here, if price starts going up, this is obviously the level that you're going to be looking at, right? If from here, if you think price is going to go lower, and you see after 1 or 2 days prices come lower and breaks the lower trend line, then you could look at taking a sell below 159.12, okay? And this would be the next area where price could come down to support, okay? So taking that off the chart, we have got one more pair to go. Okay, and that would be the British pound, Japanese yen. On this Friday, what do we have here? Huge bearish candle. So sellers were in control, but also noticed one thing. Okay, take a look. We broke the trend line. You see here, the trend line, right? Okay, do you see the blue line? Finally, price broke below, so we are in a selling pattern. When price breaks below a trend line, price could certainly from here bounce higher, because we are sitting right at the it's a big powerful moving average, the 89 EMA, so price could go higher. And if you think the same way, then look for buys above 152.60. If you think price is going to go lower, then look for sells below 150.18. So again, a bit of a wait and see situation. Okay, so that's what I see for the British pound, Japanese yen. This is a huge retracement, a huge pullback from the previous highs. Okay, so we're pulling back, and from here you want to just wait because it's not clear. But if it goes down lower, then let me just take that off. You see I've got this moving average right here. This is the most powerful moving average. It's the 200 SMA, and I've also got support here. So if price breaks this level, price could certainly come down to here. Okay, so I've given you all the information. Let me take that off the chart. Let's get to the last thing I want to talk about. If you are interested in receiving the information on the new course, Forex Success in 5 Weeks, I've got a free 33-page ebook. Just email me. My name is Martin at mskyj007@gmail.com, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned something. Trust me, guys, this is very powerful. The colors mean something. You can see green above blue, uptrend, a trending pattern, powerful downtrending pattern when you have pink below blue. So it's very visual, easy on the eyes, and it's packed with some really great information. Click on the subscribe button and subscribe to all my videos so you won't miss any. And we'll look forward to next week again when I have another video for you. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.